The Dix Covian Jokers, along with the Axim Trio and the Gold Coast Two Bobs, were engaged to entertain the troops during World War II, when soldiers from all over colonial British West Africa were brought to the Gold Coast for training. Ike and Tama first took to acting while in the army.
We started this concert business with a few friends in the army, and we entertained from unit to unit. I served in Burma, India, and Nigeria. Then, when we came back, the same group met here, Takwa. So we decided to start our business. We met together here and we started Jaguar Jokers.
The post-war years were a time of tremendous turmoil in the British Empire. India was moving towards independence in 1947, and throughout Africa, movements towards self-government started to build force. In the Gold Coast, the dream of independence came with a new name, Ghana.
It was like a bushfire. Very soon it spread everywhere. Ghana, 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 self-government now, self-government now, self-government, everywhere. Then we changed the name Jaguar Jokers to Ghana Trio, where we became most famous.
In support of self-government, the Axim Trio had Ike and Tama impersonate a colonial officer.
I was a white man.
You were playing a
European, yes.
Obruni?
Yeah, Obruni.
How did you appear?
Oh,
how did you appear? Did you paint yourself to be white?
Use powder.
You powdered yourself?
Yes, to be white. So that when you come, you appear on the stage, people know that there's a Obruni has come.
Colonial master.
Colonial master.
Colonial master.
When you go to the chiefs, you go to the chiefs and tell them something. Chief, I've come. I want this land to do my business. And when the chief gives you just about, say, from here to, just take it from here to a table bench. Now, by the time the chief will go and come back, you're going to have taken from here to...
The concert party was transforming, like the country itself, from an outpost of the British Empire to something much more thoroughly African. A shift in language was already underway.
Formally, if you can speak English, you can stage concert in the old Indies.
The whole case of the prosecution is fantastic and fabricated. The main principal witness, her evidence is completely out of gear. Why? Because, number one, her statement to the police and her evidence before this court don't collaborate at all. Opian's case has already been tried before the bar of public conscience and has been found not guilty. In this wise, I tell you, my lord, much obliged, Opian is never guilty of an offense. So he should be acquitted and discharged.
You can't deny for some coaching or what you are and go to your to be one that I'm on school. No one tells papa.
I don't know why there's not sun up in the sky. Stormy weather.
Yet even from the beginning, as the early trios moved their shows out of the cities into the countryside, they adjusted their language to suit their village audiences.
Area opene ehumekasi virna menyime yirulete pape insuto daina. Any song that we sing in English, we try to translate into vernacular, and others we try to translate it into a vernacular that is the tree, Fanti, or Hausa, or Ewi. It depends the town that we performed, so that everyone who comes there who could not speak the language, the English language, could also be happy on the night. So everybody who comes to the show looks happy.
Yet the songs were still mostly from Britain and America, despite a thriving local music scene. Urban sophisticates had been dancing to a sort of African big band jazz called high life since the 1920s. But a version of high life played on guitars was less reputable.
When you play a guitar, a guitarist, so this man is a drunkard, used to play the guitar at the Sefuasi. Do you know Sefuasi? On the palm wine tree.
So you are a bad man.
You are a ruffian. Yes.
Formerly, there was no guitar, I mean, only the organ, you see, which gives the tune. the colonial way expired in 1952 when EKs introduced guitar into the theatrical field.
E.K. Nyame was popular in the late 1940s for his recordings of high-life guitar blues. In 1952, E.K. added a trio of actors to his shows to increase revenues. In a further stroke of inspiration, he incorporated his hit songs into the trio's plays. The combination was a resounding success. Bob Vans remembers the first time he saw the Akan Trio perform.
So we went to the concert hall with our girlfriends, and then we took the front seats. And those spectators, concert fans watching, when they saw it, because we were going together, when they saw it in the hall, come and see, they were shouting, "Ghana Trio, Ghana Trio." The first open chorus, it was very dull. At that moment, people started to shout again, "Ghana Trio, Ghana Trio, Ghana Trio." The third item was Akan carrying a sewing machine. Then onto the platform, now started to sing. He sang miraculously. He sang the very recording they have made. The audience were singing the same song. They were happy. They forgot us.
A further transformation was still to come.
Man be wa boss of Kakaku. Obo Kitan Kaka we yadi, what you work yadi or be wa. Yado go by Udago Kaka. And you mix it them look. May you them you're from the mountain ye, yea, more ye, no, she cotton maybe. But maybe I'm a motor gun for pay. Which my boy, my accord, I can't record it.
My father, he sings in parables. My father sings in parables. And before you put on his song, he sees that the song that he is coming to compose, it comes from the life, the nature of, this modern time. Yeah.
Proverbial songs, one that creates some feeling in you to think. So you would like not to dance with it, but rather to hear the story. So he tells his story in the music. And so in most of his songs, people don't dance. They sit down and listen.
In Ghana, in Africa, when you are having money, even your family, they used to congratulate you as like a chief or a significant person, you see, in the family. At the moment the money will go off, nobody will come to you again. When they see you, so they just turn their eye at the back of you. They won't come to you again. So this is some of the songs my father composed.
So Kakeku came to the field, and very soon he introduced his actors.
Did you know their form? That could be a new bottom Yumna Nechin Agrica cried that sorrow. On your form, I be our friend, school girl, your children, school girl.
And his actors were more than 3. Yes. The actors were about, say, 10, 11 and more.
Formally, you have 3 people, 1 lady impersonator, 1 master, and a boy.
Formally, they are having 3 men. You see, it's a trio. He will go and change himself and come and do this, and this part will the same 3 people. The same person will be old man, young man, gentleman, and others.
I could act as a gentleman, and then lead impersonator, and then boy actor at the same time.
But now you can have 2 rivals, 2 women marrying 1 man, and then many things that will generate quarrel in the house, so that the house owner will get involved in trouble.
And then now we don't get the trio and the jokers anymore, but we get the troupe.
Formerly, we were the filming comedy, laughter. But later part, we write a story for you. When you follow it, when you watch it, you will understand it. It's a story pertaining house folks. It's a story pertaining how life is.
About what is happening in general in our houses. You see,
Kakeku's innovations completed the transformation of the concert party from an urban variety show of domestic farce and the latest dances from abroad to a free-ranging dramatic art that would engage the whole country. Expanded troupes of actors could portray a whole parade of characters and situations familiar and of concern to ordinary people. Plays tackled the plight of orphans and widows, problems of education, poverty, or prostitution, and the tensions between tradition and new ideas. Yet they always found opportunity for comic mayhem. And always with abundant music.